We just had the gift giving. The Fellowship of the Ring just now left Lothlorien, and there's that. I love that scene when Galadriel and Celeborn come one more time to say goodbye. They have a dinner, and they give gifts. Do you remember what each person gets?
Yeah, I actually just read it today too.
Nice.
Arwen gets a sheath for his sword, Andrew.
And what happens with that sheath?
Well, it has all these elven writings and stuff on it, and in gems it spells out in the elven writing Andrew. And any blade that is drawn from the sheath will not be broken or destroyed in battle or something like that, even if victory's not won or something like that. Right?
Pretty sure.
Okay,
Pretty close.
Legolas gets a bow that they use in Lothlorien, which is stronger and better than what they have in Mirkwood. Strong with an elf hair, and with it a quiver of arrows. Merry and Pippin, everyone gets cloaks, so they give them those earlier, never mind. Merry and Pippin get belts that have clasps of the golden flower. And Boromir gets... What's Boromir get?
He gets a belt as well.
I was going to say, he gets a belt too, I think he does, yeah.
Sam gets a little box of soil from Lothlorien that Galadriel tells him, like, if he ever makes it back home and all that, even if the whole Shire is destroyed, if he sprinkles it over his earth, he'll have, like, the best garden, and he'll get a glimpse of Lothlorien in spring or something like that. Because spring and summer have passed for Lothlorien, and now it's winter forever.
Well, do you understand?
No.
It's not so much winter forever.
But that she said it'll never be spring or summer.
It's
again.
past. And Tolkien does this a lot as well. You'll pick up on this more again later. Tolkien refers to time periods in terms of age. When something's is in its spring, it's young and new.
Mm-hmm.
When something's in its summer, it's like boom, it's flowering, it's big. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
when something's in its winter, it's old. It's almost ending. And so what she's saying is, you guys are seeing Lothlorien at the end of its story. In other words, if you had seen it 1,000 years earlier or 2,000 years earlier, it was maybe in its... Does that make sense?
Yes, but it also is in the season of winter like the rest of...
Yes, but that is secondary to her bigger point,
Gotcha.
Which is this is the winter of... Right, exactly.
So the seasons of spring and summer, as the rest of the world experiences them, will still come back
Exactly, yeah. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, Tolkien, uses very powerfully, very metaphorically, very poetically, very beautifully, the ideas of the seasons in terms of the age of something. And that's what they were referring to there. That's exactly right.
Okay. So Sam gets a box of soil. That's everyone except for Gimli and Frodo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Gimli, she asks him what he wants or desires. And he says nothing. He wouldn't ask for anything, except that it was enough to just see her and Lothlorien, something like that, very poetically. And she's like, but you will not be the only one giftless, so what do you desire? And then he says how he wouldn't ask for it. It is too much. It cannot be said, but okay.
Since you are making me...
He's like, I wouldn't ask for it, but you commanded me to name my desire. So my desire would be one hair from...
One strand of hair.
Yeah, from your golden head. And then she's like... And everyone's like shocked that he would say that. And she laughs and she's like, and what would you do with that? And he said he would treasure it. And if he ever makes it back home to the mines and stuff, he would have it put in crystal.
Imperishable crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would become an heirloom of his home.
Yes. Yeah.
And a sign, perhaps, of a kinship
between the mountain and the wood.
You're right. Elves and dwarves. Yeah, exactly. Cool backstory on this, you guys. For those of you that have read the Silmarillion, you understand the power in this. Galadriel, famously, was asked for a strand of her hair, 3 actually, once before, a long time ago, by an elf named Faramir. Faramir, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not Faramir. Feanor, thank you very much. Feanor, and Feanor created the Silmarils. Feanor wanted something in the jewel so bright and beautiful. He wanted Galadriel's hair to be the basis for the glowing Silmarils. So he asked Galadriel for 3 strands of her hair, And she said no. She denied him. Feanor, who is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, elves to ever live, turns to evil later, and that's probably what she had kind of foreseen, which is why she said no. But to think about that, she's asked way back then, ages ago, says no, and here's this dwarf, right? Humble Gimli, and she says yes. It makes the story that much more sweet, that much more powerful. And yeah, it's really fantastic. So then, what does she give to Frodo?
Wait. So she gives it to Gimli, but she also says, along with these words shall go with my gift. She says it's not foretelling, because all foretelling is vain. On the one hand lies darkness, on the other only hope. But if hope should not fail, then she says to him, that your hands shall flow with gold, and yet over you gold shall have no dominion.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So it's like part of her gift. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then to Frodo, she gives a small crystal phial that glitters and has rays of white light come from it, and it's the light of Erendil's star,
which is the light of
their most beloved star.
The Silmaril. That's a Silmaril.
What? How am I supposed to know that?
Well, because it tells it the story of Erendil.
But it's set amid the waters of your fountain, and may it be a light to you in dark places
when all other lights go out. Yeah, beautiful. So she gives him this phial of Galadriel. I love the idea that Tolkien makes a point that when the Fellowship is there in Lothlorien, they don't see Celeborn or Galadriel at all, or very much at all. I think they were busy the whole time. They were crafting, they were making the cloaks, and they were preparing these special, very, very special gifts. I don't think she just had a file laying around I think she made this specially for Frodo. And that's a pretty amazing, thing. That's awesome. But yeah, it's actually the light of a Silmaril is in that file. That's part of that power, which is kind of amazing because it ties the whole story together, right? This is going way back to the Silmarillion.
Oh, you wrote that here, light of a Silmaril.
Oh, that's cool. I did not do that. So anyways, that's, the gift giving is fantastic, and that's where we're at. We just finished that. They're setting out from there. Boromir's been acting very strangely. Seems very unsettled, and
a little bit strangely. Not very.
Well. Oh, Tezi asked the great question too. How come people didn't know Saruman was evil sooner?
Oh yeah,
a great question. You're like, why didn't they pick up on this?
Gandalf should have known that.
And my answer at the time was wait and see. I'll say a little bit more now, but I'm not going to give it away. But there is more to it. Part of it simply is this. Saruman was concealing his evil. He's good at that. But he has a power. Saruman has a power that's going to be revealed later that we don't know about. And he uses that very well. But he's very good at convincing people of things and swaying things his way very subtly. His name actually means cunning. That's what Saruman means, is cunning. And so anyways, there's that answer is coming. There's more to it. But it wasn't that simple. It wasn't like he was just being evil and everyone's like Galadriel and Gandalf are clueless. Not at all. He started out good, and they believed him to be good, and he did a lot of good things, and it was all trustworthy and seemed fine. He was doing all his bad stuff in secret, behind their backs. They had no idea. He was very good at hiding it, and it wasn't until later where he'd in a sense stopped caring to hide it, and that's where of course he tried to take Gandalf captive and whatnot.
Just kind of related, we also just found out in Lothlorien that Galadriel is the one who formed the White Council in the first place, and that if her designs had not gone amiss, Gandalf would have been the head of it.
Right.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it would have been Gandalf, but we'll find out, or we do find out in other places, that Saruman put himself forward. Kind of similar. You'll see a lot of parallels in Tolkien as well. Remember how Faramir first had the dreams and wanted to go to the Council of Elrond, but Boromir saying, oh, it's going to be a dangerous and important mission, I'll go. So Boromir puts himself first. Kind of similar, that's what Saruman did. Even in the West, when Gandalf was chosen as one of the wizards to go into Middle-earth to help this battle, there were some who wanted Gandalf to be the chief. But Saruman was like, I should be the chief. Let me handle this. I got this. And obviously we see what happens. But so they're...
Why did they let him?
Well, pride is... Because he was good, he was powerful, and he wanted it, and they thought, oh, okay, he wants the job. And humble Gandalf, of course, is going to, sure, yeah, no, let him be the leader, etc. So there's a lot there. And eventually, by God's grace, we will get to the Silmarillion. And remember, we're going to do the Silmarillion seminar with the Tolkien professor. Great stuff. You're going to learn so much, sweetie. It's really, really interesting. Tolkien doesn't disappoint. Reread after reread. He does not disappoint. So it's a lot of fun. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Tezi, for the discussion. We're going to go eat some food. This is MathomBooks. This is The Lord of the Rings. And next time we'll be picking up, probably talking about getting close to the end of the Fellowship of the Ring and the breaking of the Fellowship. We'll see what happens. Bye.
Bye.